Photoshop filters are a great way to add a wide variety of effects to your images. And one of the most interesting features of filters is that you can make a copy of the background layer or several copies of the background layer and convert for smart filters, which then makes the filters that you apply editable in the future. So if for any reason you need to go back and make any changes, you can do so. So we're going to take a look at how to create smart filters and then how to work with them. So the first thing that you need to do is make sure that the background layer is active and then hold down Control and J. So that would be Command and J on a Mac to make a copy. And then go to Filter, Convert for Smart Filters. And when the window pops up, just click on OK. And it takes a few moments for that layer to be converted. And now we're ready to apply filters. So I'm going to go to Liquify first. And I'm just going to shrink this piece of mud in the center of the image a bit and just make a few changes and then click OK. So there we can see we have the Smart Filters mask and then below we have Liquify. So if I double click on that, it will reopen the Liquify dialog. But let's add another filter to this list here. So I'm going to go to Filter, Camera Raw Filter, and then once the dialog opens up, I'm going to add a few effects. So let's just reduce the size of that window. Okay, so I'm just going to make a few kind of random changes. I've warmed up a bit. I'm bringing the highlights down. I'm going to darken off the shadows just to make the cracks darker. I'm going to lighten overall ever so slightly and just increase the texture. So once I hit OK, so there we have two different filters applied to a single layer, which has been converted for smart filters. And what we can do here is we can switch the visibility of those filters off by clicking on the eye next to the filter name. And then if we want to re-edit one of those filters, we just need to double click on the name, which will open up the relevant dialog, and then we can make any further changes. So here, let's bring the blacks down a bit and bring the white point up, and then click on OK. And then that's all applied non-destructively. So non-destructive editing is where you work on layers rather than the underlying pixels. So you're not making any changes to the original image. The only thing you have to do when working with smart filters is just make sure that you're saving your images as a TIFF or a PSD.